Femi Oluwole has unveiled a radical new plan for Britain to rejoin the European Union. Having first campaigned against Brexit and then made efforts to stop it from being enacted, Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer has now vowed to work to make Brexit work. This, he said, would prevent the reopening of old wounds, suggesting the debate is dead and buried and cannot be returned to. But Rejoin campaigners insist the question is as important now as when Britons voted to leave the Brussels bloc almost 6 years ago. Femi insisted Labour must call out Brexit failures to lay the seedbed upon which a successful movement for Britain returning as an EU member can be established. For this to properly work, he added, the party must, if elected, introduce a new voting system that will see parties represented in Parliament depending on the number of votes they receive nationally, rather than on the number of constituencies they win in. The campaigner wrote in a post on Twitter, "We won't rejoin the EU until the UK has a fair voting system." We already won the argument on Brexit. The majority voted for second referendum parties. It didn't matter. If you want to #Rejoin EU, get Labour to commit to making every vote count within 12 months of taking office. He added, so I understand why Sir Keir can't commit to rejoining the EU, because by definition it can't happen until we've had an election under proportional representation. But he can call out the ways it's hurting people, and he can stop supporting the lie that there is a success to be made of Brexit. Other Twitter users mocked the suggestion Brexit had already been won by those who wanted, and want, to remain in the bloc. Dom asked, never mind the second referendum, what about the first one? You have such a selective view of democracy, just like you want to change the voting system for no other reason than to get your way. James Domalu also wrote, we won't rejoin the EU ever. Brexit is and will work out fine. We're never going back. Femi responded that commenters had been triggered by the claim Remainers had already won, adding, hey guys. It's been 6 years. How long are you going to base current opinions on a 2016 vote? But GLA Conservatives leader Susan Hall contended the fact the referendum was held more than a decade ago acted in the favour of Brexiteers, noting, we will not rejoin the EU. Most of us have moved on. Blue Beyond founder Luke Robert Black added that Femi's call for Labour to adopt a more anti-Brexit stance would work in the favour of the Conservative Party, highlighting that stuff like this will be on Tory leaflets. He wrote, people like Femi, people like just make me doubt Keir Starmer even more than I already do, given his Remain past and a possible Lib Dem coalition. Labour will be well-minded to distance themselves from EU obsessives that haven't moved on.